Answer. Finn McCool. Question 2. Does your mutter know your Mike? Answer. When I turn my optics from suburban prospects, 'tis my filial's bosom doth behold with pride that pontificator and circumvallator, with his damned night garrulous slept by his side, and alive the lisp of her. 'Twould Grig mountains whisper her, and the bergs of Iceland melt in waves of fire, and her spoon me spawn these, and her dirkle me wanderness make the rageous Ossian kneel and quaff a lyre. If Dan's Dane, Anne's dirty. If he's plain, she's pretty. If he's fain, she's flirty, with her owbunt streams and her coy cajoleries, and her dabbling drolleries, for to rouse her his rudder up, or to drench his dreams. If not Hammurabi or cowled Ecclesiastes could espy her pranklings, they'd burst bounds again, and renounce their wooings and denounce their doings, for river and ever, and a night. Amen. Question 3. Which title is the true-to-type motto in lieu for the for tiac thatchment, painted wit, with one darkness, where a snake is under clover, and birds a prowl, or in the rookeries, and a Magda went to Monk's house, and a river pad was spotted, which is not witchcraft, war aught, not ouster home, dry slush, nor Howlsby, grocer, not Vatankan vintner, not houseboat and hiver, not Knox Attabel, not O'Phoenix Coal-Prince, not Von Squaw Rumiek, not Eblown Downers, not Ledessa Lemieux, not Benjamin's Lee, not Tholomew's Waddington, not Antwerp Nat, Musker, not Coys, not Wares, not the Arch, not the Smog, not the Dutch House, not the Oval Nothing, Grand Nothing, Splendid, Gra Hot, or Spletiel. Nater erat est irat nur non mischt, said Lucifero. Answer. Thine obesity, O civilian, hits the felicitude of our orb. Question 4. What Irish capital, city, oh dear, of 2 syllables and 6 letters, with a Celtic origin and a ruinous end, oh dust, can boast of having A, the most extensive public park in the world, B, the most expensive brewing industry in the world, C, the most expensive peopling thoroughfare in the world, D, the most Philohippoc Theobibus population in the world, and harmonize your ABCD'd responses. Answer. A. Delphas. And when you'll hear the gold hummers of my heart, my floxy loss, banging again the ribs of your resistance, and the tender bolts of my rivets working to your distraction, you'll be shivering with all your dinful sobs, when we'll go riding a cope a curly, you with your orange garland and me with my conny cordial, down the grease ways of rollicking into the waters of wetted life. B. Doch. And sure, where can you have such good old chimes anywhere, and leave you as on the mash, and how 'tis I would be engaging you with my plovery soft accents, and descanting up over the scene beyond me of your loose vines in their hair afall, with them two loving loofs braceleting the slims of your ankles, and your mouth's flower rose, and sinking after the soap stun of silvery speech. See, nublid Isha, why wouldn't we be happy? Avenuen? On the mill's money he'll soon be leaving you, as soon as I've my own owned Brookline Georgian mansions lawn to recruit upon by Doctor's cheek, special orders, and my coppers pan full of soybeans, and Irish in my east hand, and the James Gate in my west. After all the areas and erroribus of comparative embottled history, and your good self churning over the new leaf butter, more power to you, the choicest and the cheapest from Atlanta to Occonee, while I'll be drowsing in the garden, the doorway. I hooked my thoroughgoing trotty, the first down Spanish place. May yo I make, to warm I take, Sligo sleek but Galway's grace. Holy eel and sainted salmon, chucking chub and ducking dace. Rod iron's not your equal, says she, lepping half the line, A, B, C, D. A bell, on Shaldol steep bell. Und Beal go mass plan, Christmas people. Shan praise gone, Ness our faced moen people. Our prime shan depend, pay name mu feepence, moi ne soon, none. Ekal. Question 5. What slags of a loaf lad would retten smutty flesks, tout old mans, milk vitius gayet, scare off Jack and Jills, fra tiddle anding, smooth pick waste papish pastures, inside mans, outsiders angle, sprink dirted water around village, newses toboggan and Swedes, plain general kept, Loudon on the kirkpeat, footreats given to malifieds, out shrieky help himself, nor his hair after bugalows, might underhole 3 bonnets, puts polish crotty boats, night cover all fire glims, serves time till bass, grindstone his knives is, fullest bordered lewd man, of the method of godliness, perchancy neows and thans sits in the spur wagon, XWCA on ZWCU, doorsteps limited or by windows. Was swabber preferred, Walther Closetlers and Sons with the H.E. Chimneys Company, to not screeve will on advices, be bacon or stable hand, must be gripe full standingly Iras, Langurge, Jublander, or North Quain bigger, preferred, all duties, kind rights, family feud outings 5'd, may get Ernst, no get come bitch, profusional drink lords to please obtain. He is farther low sound digged, in mood mind, pursuit, but ale Conor man, nay, that must be he, isn't? Answer, poor old Joe. Question 6. What means the saloon slogan summoned in the house sweep Dina? Answer. Talk. Gallery bitter the sales of cloth, no wand. I have to beeswax a bringing in all the cloud of the porks. To us how I thought I knew his stain on the flower, if me ask and can could speak, and he called by my midden name Tick. I am your honey sugar, fit the bay, and who brook the dandalas, and who seen the black curlin jam. For tomorrow's big picnic, I hope it'll pour praise the climate of all Ireland. I heard the grackles, and I skimming the crock on all your sandwiches, flippence per leg per drake. Tuck, and who ate the last of the goosebellies that was moulding from measlest years, and who left that there, and who put that here, and who let the Kilkenny stale the chump tech, and how was it propped the pot in the yard, and what in the name of sin, Luke, are you Reuben the side of the flue of the lobby with shite? Will you have a plateful? Tack. Question 7. Who are those component partners of our associatate? The doorboy, the cleaner, the soldier, the crook, the squeezer, the lounger, the kerman, the toorabout, the Miss Room sniffer, the bleak-a-blue tramp, the fun-pow, the plowther, the Christy man's boxer, from the Price Alleys and Donnybrook, Prater and Roebuck's campus, and the ager around town, and Crumglen's grassy, but Kimmage's champ, and Ashdown's field, and Cabra fields, and Finglas fields, and Santry fields, and the fields of Rehany, and their fields of Baldoyle, to them who are latecomers all the years round, by anticipation of the porters of the passions, in virtue of retro-ratiocination, and by contributing their confligent controversies of differentiation, unify their voxes in a vote of vaccination, who crunch the crusts of comfort used to depredation, drain the mead for misery to incur intoxication, condone every evil by practical justification, and condemn any good to its own gratification, who are ruled, roped, duped, and driven by those inhuman diamonds, and fee-keepers to their laws, nightly consternation, fortnightly fornication, monthly misericorditation, and omni-annual recreation, Doyles when they deliberate, but Sullivans when they are sworded, Matey, Teddy, Simon, John, Pedder, Andy, Barty, Philly, Jamesy, Moore, and Tom, Matt and Jakes, McCarthy. Answer. The Morpheos. Question 8. And how are your Maggies? Answer. They were loving, they love laughing, they laugh weeping, they weep smelling, they smell smiling, they smile hating, they hate thinking, they think feeling, they feel tempting, they tempt daring, they dare waiting, they wait taking, they take thanking, they thank seeking, as born forlorn in law of love, to live and rive by wile and wile, by rule of ruse, read rose, and hose hold on. Yes, cometh the pure, couch and four, sweet pick at my heart, picks one man more. Question 9. Now, to be on anew and basking again in the panorama of all flaws of speech, if a human being duly fatigued by his deity, in the sooty, having plenty of time on his gouty hands, and vacant of space at his sleepish feet, and as hapless behind the dreams of accuracy as any Camelot Prince of Denmark, were at this actual futile preterifing instant in the states of suspensive examination, accorded throughout of the eyes of the noodle, with an ear-sighted view of all hope in haven, with all the ingredient and egregious rights and ways to which, in the course of his persistence, the course of his story will have been having recourses, the reverberation of nut-cracking oars, the reconjugation of non-binding eyes, the redissolusingness of mind-moulded ease, and the thereby hang of the whole of it, could such a none, whiles even led calm silences to calm lie withers, until impetuous knocks should catch the gallantry, and spot lookins dawn, by whole by ones, what is main and white is twain, how one once meet melts into other, once poinings, the sap rising, the foals falling, the nim now nihilant around the girly head, so becoming the restless in the room, all the rivals to all see, shake again, oh disaster, shake a loose. Ah, how starving, but Heng's got a bit of a horse's nose, and Jeff's got the signs of ham round his mouth, and the bow that spun beautiful pales as it palls. What rose rude and egregious grows gelb and scream, blew out the end of it, violets died. Then what would that far gazer seem himself to seem seeming of dim at all? Answer: a kaleidoscope. Question 10. What bitter's love but yearning? What sour love much but a breath burning, till she that draws doth smoke returning? Answer: I know, Pepette of course, dear, but listen, precious. Thanks, pet, those are lovely. Pet too, net, delicious. But mind the wind, sweet. What exquisite hands you have, you Angiol. If you didn't gnaw your nails, isn't it a wonder you're not ashamed of me? You pig, you perfect little pigaline. I'll nudge you in a minute. I bet you use her best Persian smear off her vanity table to make them look so rose-top, close-top, non-stop. I know her, slight me would she? For every got I care. 3 creamings a day, the first during her shower, and wipe off with a tissue. Then after clean up, and of course before retiring. Beam a shawl when I think of that espouse of a Clan Carberry, the food brawler of the Associationist party, with his black-leaded chest. Hello, Prendergast, that you innkeeper. And all his 14 other fullback Maolas, or hurling stars, or whatever the Dagos they are, baiting at my Lord Ornery's just because they won the egg and spoon. They're so overly provincial. At Baldall, my Isla Arsenti seed makes his admiration. He is seeking an opening and means to be first with me as his bell alliance. And do must do play Zeluzo. Soso do todas, such is Spanish. Stoop a little closer, Fielder. Delightsome simply, like Jolio and Romaine. I haven't felt so Turkish for ages and ages. Minds me of Squishins, the chocolate with a soul. Extraordinary. Why, what are they all? The mucky lot of them, only shit. I would pay 3 hairpence for them. I wouldn't pay 3 hairpence for them. Pepped, that's right. Hold it steady. Let me pull. Pooh. Come big to a van. Pooh, what are you looking for? No, I just thought you were. Listen, loveliest. Of course it was too kind of you, miser, to remember my size in shockings, my often expressed wish, when you was wondering about my choosers. And before I forget, I don't forget, in your extensions to my personality, when nothing so, always remind of snappy new gaiters, me being always the one for charms, with my very best in proud and gloving, even when, if he was to be a million miles my use to live on, the rubber end, Mr. Pulkintone, the Cornian fleshmonger, who Brother Mount solicited me for a little awful converse with the smug of October. A pot's on it, creaking around in his old shank's axle like a crusty old cornquake. Airman waterwag, terrier blazer. I'm fine, thanks ever. Ha! Oh, mind you, poo tickly. Zala poem in mummum. Funny spot to have a fingy. I'm terribly sorry. I swear to you I am. May you never see me in your birthday pelts. seeing so tuto, and that her Blanche's mange main rot lebris, or for whatever winking madges, I'll bet by your cut you go flirting after with all the glass on her, and the jumps in her stormware. Ha ha! I suspect she was. Sink her, may they fire her for a baron you. So she says, "Tay for thee." Well, I saith, "Thanks so much," and desired she might not take it amiss, if I esteemed her but an odd. If I did aught to tough turf, I'm not a mishy-mushy. Mishy-missy. Of course I know, pettest. You're so leaningful and considerate in yourself, so friend of vegetables, you long-cold cat you. Please be acquester to make my acquaintance. Godlin Snakelight. Isis Clist, my diaper has more life to it. What drowned you in drears, man, or are you pale with ink? Did you weep get past the gates of your pride? My tread on the clover, sweetness, yes, the buttercups told me. Hug me, damn it all, and I'll kiss you back to life, my peachest. I mean to make you suffer, meddler, and I don't care this fig for contempt of courting. That I chid you, you sweet air. I know I'm tender by the eye. Can you read my dazzling ones through me true? Bite my laughters, drink my tears, pour into me volumes. Spell me stark and spill me swooning. I just don't care what my thwarters think. Trans name me loveliness, now and here for me for all times. I'd risk a policeman passing by, my grath, or even that beggar of the boots of the post. The flame? Oh, pardon, that was what? Ah, did you speak stuff? More poetries from Shakespeare's, with glee choral music, or ejaculation from the garden of the soul, or if I believe in the immoralities. Oh, you mean the strangle for love and the so reveal of the prettiest? Yep, we open up groceries and the home, and once upon a week I improve on myself. I'm so keen on that new free woman with novel inside. I'm always as tickled as can be of a man in a surplus by the lady who pays the rates, but I'm as pie as is possible. Let's root out Brimstoker and give him the thrall of our lives. It's Dracula's night out. For creep's sake, don't make a flush. Draw the shades. Care for you, and I'll beat my son, my monk, to love. Holy bug, how my highness would jump to make you flame, and half a banan in two, when I'd run my burning torchlight through, to adore me there and then cease to be. Whatever for blossoms, your hair me jig if you had one. If I'm laughing with you, no, lovingest. I'm not so dying to take my rise out of you adored, not in the very least. True as God made my Mormor, hip-length modesty, coat, more there. It's only because the horizon is in I'm only any girl, you lovely fellow of my dreams, and because old some booby is not around about my trysting of the tulipies, like that puff-pape bucking, Davarandus soiling his us behinds. What a nerve! He thinks that's what the vespries is for. How vain that hope in cleric's heart, who still pursues the adult rouse art, cocksure that rusty gown of his will make fair Sue forget his phiz. Tame schwips, blessed Marguerite bosses, I hope they throw away the mould, or else we'll have balls hosses and sour demaplas with their medical associations all over the place. But hold hard till I've got my latchkey vote, and I'll teach him when to wear what woman Callow was, on account of the gloss of the Gleason. Has a boobobies is a boil bell, and because you pluckiest lank aloot, I hate the very thought of you, because, dearling, of course adorest, I was always meant for an engineer, from the French college to be husband, nom d'engiron. When we do and contract with Encore Tenko Solver, when you are married to reading and writing, which please your business, now won't be long for he's so loopy on me, and I'm so leapy, like since the day he carried me from the boat and my saviour of heroes, to the beach, and I left on his shoulder one fair hair to guide hand and mind to its softness. Ever so sorry, I beg your pardon, I was listening to every treasured word I said, fell from the dear mutt's tongue, otherwise how could I see what you were thinking of, our granny? Only I wondered if I threw out my shaving water. Anyway, here's my arm, pull the neck gracefully yours, move your mouth towards beneath. More pressured, preciousest, more and more to please me treasure. Don't be I'm not going to, nothing, a quick crease somewhere. Bye, I'm fly, here Pippi under the limes, you know big tree, are all against gravestone. They hissed and Nancy, gone on demand. So chip, chirp, chirp, sigalo, for the lug of my go. The little past the door, I go you before, and so, and you're at my apron stage, shy as him, dovey. Must forget there's an audience. I have been lost angel, cuddle ye divil ye. It's our toot-a-toot. Here, sensation, let them their whole 4 courtships, let them big ball, and his boozers 11 make 12 territorials. The old sots hold that once wide streets to commission their noise sense in at the Mitchells versus Nichols. Ave Selva, Acque, Valles and my waiting 20 class birds sitting on their stiles. Let me finger their eurythmetic, and you'll see if I'm self-thought. They're all of them out to please, wait in the name of, and all the holly, and some the missile, and it's St. Ives, hoost. Ah, him, there's Ada, Bet, Celia, Delia, Anna, Fretta, Gilda, Hilda, Itta, Jess, Catty, Lou. They make me cough as sure as I read them. Minna, Nipper, Opsy, Poll, Queensy, Ruth, Saucy, Trix, Una, Vella, Vonda, Xenia, Eva, Zulma, Phoebe, Thelma, and me. The reformatory boys is going in for the church, so we've all come feast, like the group suppers and court lip solution, from anti-providence under penances for mortal sins. When their bride was married, all my bells began it ting. A ring, a rose, a ring. Then every one will hear of it, whose wishes is the father to my thoughts, but I'll plant them a poser for their nomenclature. When they're out with the day nurse, doing sundry papers, in the amour light, oh my darling, no, I swear to you, by Phibsborough, Church Dome, and St. Andre's undershift, by all I hold secret from my world and in my underworld, of nighties and naughties and all the other wonderworlds. Close you, not must look. Now open, pet your lips, pipette, like I used my sweet parted lipsabus with Dan Hollian, of facetious memory, taught me after the flannel dance, with the proof of love up Smock Alley, the first night he smelled powder, and I coloured beneath my fan. Pipette mia, when you learn me the lingo to melt. Woe harm wood of ears like ours, the blackhead. Do you like that silenzioso? Are you enjoying the same little me, my life, my love? Why do you like my wisping? Is it not divinely delicious? Put in it, bar for you, missy. Tell me till my thrill me comes. I will not break the seal. I am enjoying it still, I swear I am. Why do you prefer it in these dark nets? If why may ask, my sweetykins. Shh, long ears is flying, no sweetie scent. Why would that annoy me? But don't you want to be well slapped for that? Your delighted lips, love, be careful. Mind me dove vitine, dressed above all, it's gold and silvy, the newest sexstone with prince's effect, for Rutland blues got out of the passion. So, my precious, oh, I can see the cost share. Don't tell me why the boys in Sheep's Lane knows that. If I sell whose dears, was I sold her? Here, tears. You mean those conversations, lozenges? How awful, the bold shame of me. I wouldn't, chickens. Not for all the Juliets in the twinkly way. I could snap them when I see them winking at me in bed. I did so, my intended, or was going to, or thinking of. Shh! Don't start like that. You wretch, I thought you knew all, and more. Ye ought, Thor, to speak to ones the significant of their systems. With your Nuvalon lead, it's only another queer fish or other in Bryn Brows. Damn that old Chuchaw's river again. Got the wish, Goths bless us and spare, and give us rest from the bozo. Excuse me for swearing. Love, I swear to these Sorasims on their trons of Yuan. I didn't mean to by this Alpen armlet. Did you really never in all our Canterlang lives speak closer to a girl's before? No, not even to the charmer maid? How marfellows! Of course I believe you, my own dear doting Lyst, when you tell me. As I'd live to. Oh, I'd love to. Liz, I must whis. Never that ever, I can remember, dear streaming faces you may go through me, never in all my whole white life, of my matchless and pair, or ever for bitter be the fruct of this hour, with my whiteness I thee woo, and bind my silk breasts I thee bound, always amore, amor and amor, till always thou lovest. So long as the locksmith laughs.